Hey everyone, welcome back to Jet Fuel, the part 6 of the 53 project. In this video, I'm going to be doing a full disc brake conversion. So the whole front of the car, this side, I'm going to be taking out the drums and I'm going to be putting a brand new AC Industries performance disc brake kit in there. And so that's going to be increased stopping power. And if you're looking for a tutorial on how to do a kit similar to this, it's a kingpin kit, then this is the perfect video for you. In this video, I'll be doing a full in-depth tutorial on how to install this all and how to disassemble it and all that sort of stuff. So this is the perfect video for you. And I got this kit. So this is an AC Industries kit. I got it from Rod Penrose, around $1,700. But yep, I'm going to go install that. I hope you enjoy the video and let's do it. Time to do a full disc brake conversion on the front of the car. So this is everything I got from Rod Penrose for disc brake conversion, and this is also from AC Industries. So this is the brake discs, and you've got your massive brand new dual circuit brake caliper, brake master cylinder, and you've got your brake calipers, you've got your new caps, I've got a new dual circuit brake reservoir, and then I ordered drop spindles as well. So that's your drop spindles, just basically to lower the car a little bit, just to make it safer to drive. These are new seals and bearings, and we've got some new brake hoses as well. So that's everything I got from Rod Penrose to do a full brake rebuild to disc brake conversion on the front of the car. Okay, first thing you want to do for disc brake conversion is take the wheel off, so let's do that. And then it just slips off like that. Okay, so take this off. You want to get your screwdriver. Give it a little tap with the hammer. Sometimes it just came off, like the other side I did, just came off. But sometimes they need a little bit of persuading. Just like that. Alright, then you want to get a ratchet. Actually, first you want to get a rag. Clean that up a little bit. And it is a 27mm socket. Actually have it on loose end. Oh. that. Grab the washer too. Make sure you don't lose those, they're important. Maybe you don't need them for the disc brake conversion, who knows. And then there's a second bolt, so you want to undo that one as well. There's the bearing. Oh, sorry, not the bearing. That washer goes with that one, and the bearings. This one right here. There you go. That's the front wheel bearing out. And now the drum will just come off easy, just like that. I didn't even have to adjust the brake shoes in. Okay, now you want to take apart your brake lines. Oh, really? Now you want to get your 15mm socket and undo the backing plate. And now your backing plate needs to slide off. And then you've got your brake hose there. Okay, brake hose is off. Put your backing plate aside and your drum. Now for the tricky bit. Cool.
Let's try this one. That's these.
Yeah.
So I found, you know how we couldn't get a thing in on here,
Yeah.
the last one?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I just found it was easier just to, you could hold that with a spanner and then you can use the rattle gun and just screw it out that way. Yeah, push. Push.
Now you want to undo this bolt here, and then this bolt here, and then this is a king pin car, so you undo that bolt, and then this pin here and this pin here should slide out.
Now remember, these have washers in them, so don't grip.
How
So,
do I get this again?
so knock, see that and that? So knock them. So you're gonna have to knock them, start them with a hammer.
Yeah.
And then get a punch in there. So remember, put the jack under there.
Oh yeah.
You got the yellow jack?
No.
Out of the tractor.
Probably out at the tractor. And then you want to get in behind these pins, and then you hammer those pins outwards, and then you get a punch, so you've got more space, and then you okay, now you want to get a jack underneath this. Make sure you don't put it on the actual king pin holder. You want to get it behind it right here on the torsion bar arm. Okay, just enough just to take the tension off it. So only a little bit. And you want to get in there with your punch, the hammer. Just like that. First pin's out. Sorry? Yep. And don't lose any of your shims.
You don't want to jack it up too much, just take the weight off it.
Yep. So you got the first pin out. Just like that, it's off. Hey everyone, it's Jett again. I've just stopped the video to tell you to please subscribe, please like, please comment down below. It will really help my channel get out there. Subscribing will definitely help the channel. More people will be able to see it. More of you Beetle lovers who love tutorials and videos on Volkswagen Beetles will love it. So like, subscribe, it will get my videos out there, and thank you. So let's get back to the video. The first thing that you have to do for the actual wheel rotors is you have to bang the little like washer things into the holes of the wheel rotors. So to do that, you want to put your thing in the freezer, because that will cause the metal to shrink, and then we just put our brake rotors in the sun so they expand, and you get your frozen washer.
This has got a bearing race.
The bearing race. And we're just using like a socket just to hit it in.
That's it. It's all the way home.
And it just slides in real easy, just like that. So yeah, we put the rotor in the sun for it to heat up and expand, and we put the, what's the thing called again?
The bearing races.
Yeah, and then we put the bearing races in the freezer so they shrink up, and it just slides in real easy.
What part?
And there's a top one as well, you put in the top of the
Hose.
the disc.
That one's actually. There you go. You've got.
Cool. All finished. Okay, now with everything removed and everything repaired, now finally I can put the whole disc brake conversion on the front of the car. So everything's removed, and I've got my 2-inch drop spindles ready to go in. Okay, so I have a brand new link pin kit, so it comes with all of the new shims, all of the link pins, and all of these spacer things here as well. So, except for all of this was $200, so it was quite expensive, but we definitely need it to finish the car off, so you just have to spend the money. Okay. First you want to get the spacers, and you want to grease them up and hammer them into here. So get your grease gun. perfect. Now you want to do it on the other side. Get your other new one. Okay, so first thing we have to do is we have to put all of the shims onto these link pins. So I've actually got a chart that tells you what ones do what, and this one's from JBug, so you can find that. But basically you got to measure how much offset you've got up here, and then according to your offset depends on how much shims you put on upper and lower. But yeah, let's do that. Okay, for my 5.5 millimeter offset, I want to put 6 shims. So this is for upper. I want to put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shims. Don't lose that. Okay, perfect. So you put your 6 shims onto your pin like that. And then you can grab your thing here, and you want to put them in. Might need a little bit of persuading. Okay. So that's in there. After you do that, then this one, according to the chart, the A needs 2 shims. So that's, grab your shim bag again. 1, 2 shims. Okay, once your 2 shims are in, then you want to grab, we've got a little rubber O-ring that goes on. So this little rubber O-ring, just slip it on like that. There we go. And you've got this little washer type thing. like this, and you put it on this way. The outside bit facing the outside. There we go, that's your top done. Now for the bottom, you have to look back at the chart. The bottom says 3 for the outside and 5 for the inside. So you grab 3 shims, so excuse me. Grab your kingpin, 3 shims on the kingpin again. Kingpin goes into that one goes in a lot easier. And then I'm pretty sure it said 5. Yeah, 5 for the inner. So I think that's the rest of the shim. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 5 for the inner. Put it in like that again. Then your O-ring. Then your washer. There we go, that's finished. Now I can go up onto the car. Okay, so I've just got a bottle jack under here, and you've got this one here. Move that out of the way. Okay, awesome. So you want to put a bottle jack or just any jack under there so you can get it lined up nicely. See, that needs to get pumped up a little bit more, just until they both go in nicely. You might just want to hammer them in a little bit, because these ones don't go in as easy. I'll put my hammer. Alright, I think that is in. Perfect. Okay, there we go. Now that is just about how you install a drop spindle, except now we have to grab these bolts, here, and we've got to install these bolts up into there like that. So you can let the pressure off your jack now. Okay, so the whole king pin set is all completely in, and these bolts under here and here are all done, and yeah, it looks great. Now all we got to do is we got to connect the steering arm over to the spindle, then you screw it together. Alright, now with everything on, the first thing to do is to grab your wheel bearings that came with your disc brake kit, and what you want to do is you want to pack it. So what that means is basically grab a whole bunch of grease and just rub it constantly into this until it's all greased up. Alrighty, I think that is about enough. Let me wipe off my hands. Okay, now I can grab the washer. Alrighty. Now I can grab the washer, slide it right onto here. Okay, so to put the bearings and stuff in your wheel, first you get your disc. Now, this does look quite a bit different from when you last saw it, because for one, it's been a while, and for two, the rain got into the garage and it basically wet everything, so it's got just a little bit of surface rust, but it should be alright. So you want to get your greased up bearing, put your bearing in the wheel like that, and then you get your red seal, and then you push that in there like so it's nice and tight. That should be alright. Alright, and then you grab your disc, put it up on here like that. Now it's not going to sit properly, so you can sort of just sit it there for now. Now you want to get your smaller bearing, your front bearing. You just want to pack that up and grease that up as okay. So now you want to try, it's a bit hard by yourself, but try to push that up like that. Make sure that's going in properly. That's good. Grab this one. Make sure you put it in with the cone facing in, so the tip of the cone facing in, because that's actually what stops your wheel from going outwards. So see that? It's all good, nice in like that. Okay, so once you make sure it's in like that, make sure it's in properly, you want to grab your wheel nut. Okay, you grab your grease caps, and inside your grease cap you've got your wheel nut. So this is a very different wheel nut compared to your standard castle nuts. And then you grab your washer, put in your washer with the groove inside the groove, so make sure that's in there. Just screw it on. And there we go. That's how you do it. Now usually you put on your cap afterwards like that, and then you're done. That's your disc brake on. Now I'll show you how to do the calipers. Okay, now time for the calipers. So you've got your caliper, and then you've got your bolts that hold the caliper on, and then the only thing that you'll need is just a 17mm socket and an extension, and that's it. And then that just goes on right here on the right here on the spindle, and that's it. So let's put that on. Okay, first get your caliper, put your caliper on and just position it into the right position. You want it to line up over here with the bolts. Make sure it slides on. Get your nut and your washer. Slide the nuts in the back. Make sure they go in the hole. And just screw them on finger tight for now. Get your other bolt and washer. And then put the other bolts in place. There we go, that's all on. And you just get your 17mm socket, tighten them up. sure they're nice and tight. And that is it. That is really easy, and that is how you put your calipers on. So it's this bolt here and this bolt here, all tight. Perfect. Now the only other thing I have to do to set it all up is change out this itty bitty master cylinder in here and swap it out for the dual circuit master cylinder and re-hose all of the brake hoses. Okay, to remove the old brake cylinder, you gotta undo this brake line, and this brake line, and then there's 2 bolts on the inside of the car that you gotta take out, but I'm not gonna video it. I'm not gonna video it because it looks really fidgety, so you just gotta undo those. Okay, I've got the master cylinder out, but I just wanted to show you the size difference between the old master cylinder and then this brand new dual circuit master cylinder. Massive size difference. Okay, so I have got all of the master cylinder installed now, and every single brake line is all attached and ready. All of the brake lines are all attached to the actual brakes as well. And I didn't film that because it was very fidgety and it took quite a while, so I didn't film that just because it's a bit hard to film and stuff like that. But that's all in now. Well, really all you got to do is the master cylinder kit comes with like plugs and stuff, so you plug off all your extra holes, and then you just get your stock Beetle fuel lines and screw them into there. I put my brake light switch down on this one over here, and then I got my brake lines that attach to the brakes over here, and you attach them to the stock brake lines on either side, and yeah, there you go. Next thing I have to do is this is the dual circuit brake reservoir that I've got. So we've drilled 2 holes over here to make room for the dual circuit valves down there, and we're going to run like a special type of hose suitable for brake fluid. Make sure it's suitable for brake fluid, and then you got to run it. We're going to run it down under these, and that's going to sit in there nicely. We're just going to screw that down, and then the hoses are going to run through here and attach to both of these brake hose knobs that for the reservoir. So yeah, you connect the hoses there, and that's how I'm going to do mine. I know there is some kits that you get where the brake reservoir for the dual circuit sit directly on top, but mine isn't one of those. So we're going to run hoses from up here and run them down here. Okay, that's all for part 6 of the 53 project. I really hope you enjoyed. Hope you enjoyed that full tutorial on your disc brake conversion. And next video will be painting under the car. So yep, I'll be painting under the car. I'll be painting in the engine bay as well. So I've got some underbody spray, so I'm going to be doing full respray, also grinding all the surface rust off and making it look real nice, and also protecting it from moisture and stone chips and stuff like that. But yep, that's what I'll be doing in the next video. Hope you enjoyed. Please subscribe, like, comment down below, and thank you for watching my videos.